Do, 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 do.
It's August.
Yeah,
Why are you singing Christmas songs?
because I'm going to Christmas.
Christmas?
Christmas, Florida.
What's in Christmas, Florida?
There is an airboat ride.
Ooh.
And I thought that would be pretty fun to go airboating all over the place. So that's what I did. And I got to see gators and herons and stuff. It was
Gators
fun.
And herons and stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what you get to see when you go on an airboat ride.
I would like to go on an airboat ride.
It was fun. I did lose my hat
Oops.
because there's a lot of wind when you go on an airboat, but they stopped for me
Oh.
and we
that's
picked
kind.
it up. Yeah, they were
You
real
saved
nice.
it from the gators.
Yeah, yeah. It really, I had to wash it, but you know, they were kind.
There you go.
So I have my Mickey hat back again.
So, how did you put an airboat ride in your shawl?
Well, I really thought about it and I was kind of deciding about whether I wanted the nature part of it. But then I kind of just went back to the airboat. So airboats have like a big cage on the back with blades on the inside.
Like a massive fan.
Yeah, a huge, massive fan. It's very noisy. You have to wear ear protection and everything. And so I decided to do the propeller part of it. And
Cool.
those are made out of beads, which is kind of fun. And then the outside cage, I used yarn overs just to do the circle.
Oh, fun.
So I had fun with that. Yeah, it was interesting. It came out to be a really cool motif.
That sounds really neat.
Yeah, it was good. So
Cool.
where'd you go?
Well, this is a place that will live in my memory forever.
Oh.
I had some serious teenage trauma.
Oh, not teenage trauma. That's the
Oh,
worst.
The amount of angst was just off the chart.
Did you go like this and walk around looking traumatized?
I don't know. I was very mopey the day we visited St. Augustine, Florida. But St. Augustine left an impression on me, we shall say. Oh, and hopefully my teenage angst did not leave an impression on St. Augustine.
So, did you take St. Augustine and make it grown up better now? So that now you're happy when you think about it?
I think I will always remember the lessons I learned there. And also be a little embarrassed about my behavior. But I could not resist putting Castillo de San Marcos into my design.
Okay.
So it is a beautiful fort that was built in the 1500s by the Spanish to protect their trade routes.
Okay.
And it changed hands, Spain to England, back to Spain, back to England, then the U.S. bought it once the U.S. was the U.S. But it was a really interesting shawl. It's an interesting shawl too. Interesting fort with a beautiful shape, and I just was really taken by it.
Okay.
And wanted to put it in my shawl. So months and months and months and months ago when we were planning things out, and I told you, hey, can we change the direction we're going so that I can put St. Augustine in the middle? You were very gracious to say yes, but I knew I needed space. I knew I needed space, and I just absolutely love this section and how it turned out.
Your section's beautiful.
So I will say that I did an elaborate version, which has intarsia using all 4 colors, and beads, and seed stitch, and cables, and lace.
Did you leave out any knitting technique?
Brioche.
Okay.
I left out brioche.
So for you brioche lovers, this is not your
Sorry.
clue.
But So there's an elaborate version that has all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a simplified version in the pattern that is basically stockinette with intarsia.
Okay.
To get the shape of the shawl in there. But I know that not everyone is interested in doing intarsia and seed stitch and beads and stockinette and cables and lace all on the same row.
Okay.
And a mitered square. I forgot that part.
Right. Well, you know.
Yeah. That at this point, you know we're mitering.
Right. And it's automatic. Yeah.
So look at that. There are 2 different charts in the pattern.
So that means you have 3 choices this time, not just 2.
Right. If you want to do the simple version or the insane version of Valerie's clue,
Mm-hmm.
or skip all that altogether and go with Cynthia's clue.
There we go. We have choices.
I will tell you that if weaving in ends is that's a decision maker for you, you should go her route.
I do have to say she had an impressive number of ends when she did hers. Yeah, it was.
But
it was
not as
pretty
many
impressive.
as we had last year with the crab.
Oh, well, there was that.
Just saying. So
It was your turn.
it was my turn. You know, it's funny. As we've gone on this journey through Florida, there have been a number of times when it's like we switched bodies or minds or something.
Mm-hmm.
And me choosing to do intarsia was one of those moments.
There we go.
Because
Yep.
it's not something, this is, I think, the 3rd intarsia pattern I've ever done. And
Mm-hmm.
I had to go and make it complicated. But
Well,
yeah.
it's no fun to be simple.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, it really, I just wanted to get all the colors in there, and I love the design, and it makes me happy. So I can look at my shawl and leg 8 specifically and think happy thoughts about St. Augustine.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that's nice.
There we go.
So hopefully you will be thinking happy thoughts about St. Augustine and not cursing my name by the end. Just saying, throwing it out there. But yes, we have had so much fun on this road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Be on the lookout for a separate video from us. We always like to do a little fashion show showing our finished shawls, and we decided to do that separately this year. So keep an eye out for that when you are on social media, Facebook, Road Trip Mystery Group, or fans of Really Clear on Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be sure to share it there. And we want to see pictures of your finished shawls as well.
And
So-
we'll be awarding a grand prize this time.
Yes, a grand prize. Now, what makes this one a grand prize rather than
There's-
a prize?
It's a bigger prize.
It's a bigger
It's
prize.
got really cool stuff.
Because you
So,
have done a lot of work.
Yeah, so we really
Yes.
appreciate that you've been with us on this journey. It was so much fun. And we can't wait to see your shawls. I think this is the fun part.
Yes.
When we get to see finished
The
things.
big reveal.
Yeah, so be sure to hold them up like this so that we can see all the parts.
Yes.
And oh, I can't wait.
Or style them. Do your
Yeah.
own fashion show. If you are in
Mm.
a knitting group, that would be fun. Do a little fashion show video and post it
That would be
to
cool.
the Facebook group. That
Yeah.
would be fun for us
Yeah.
to see.
So,
Yes.
yep. So we will be going through and figuring out who wins the grand prize. So look for our notification.
Yes.
Mhm.
You need to post finished pics by September 3rd. We do know that's Labor Day weekend. We have every confidence that you can do it.
Yes.
And we are not going to tell you that you have to show us the back.
Good point. Front only, completed
only.
to the end.
I mean,
but
it's nice if all the ends are weaved in and the whole thing is blocked, but to qualify for the grand prize,
right.
we're only counting that it is completely
Uh-huh.
knitted.
We will trust you to weave in the ends.
And hey, as a bonus, you do not have to bind off a single stitch this year. I guess technically you bind off one stitch.
I guess that's it. Yep.
So you bind off a single stitch this year.
Yep.
The wonders of the mitered square.
Yeah. I
Right?
love mitered squares.
Oh,
I could make them all day long. I love them.
so much fun.
They are so much fun.
It's my first one. I've
Really?
never done one before.
Oh, well, Welcome to Mitered Square land.
I
Yeah,
like it.
they're
I might
easy.
stay a while.
Yeah, they're easy and they're fun. And every time you finish a mitered square, you feel like you've finished a whole project. If you do small ones for scarves or stuff like
Yeah.
that, they're really fun.
So,
Cool. Well, it was lovely having all of you with us this year. We thank you so much, and we hope to see you again in really clear land.
yes. Well, and we have every intention of doing another road trip.
Yes,
We have already discussed a location.
we have.
We have already discussed a potential yarn partner. We have ideas. We have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And we're keeping them secret
Till February
till
of next
February.
year.
Yep. So, hang out. Feel free to touch base in this group. You can always give us suggestions.
Mhm.
We like to know where y'all are coming from and what you all want to see.
Yes. So enjoy.
Enjoy. Have fun.